Anyway, I am about to wrap this up, so... Heya, my name's Andy, and welcome to the channel. So today I'm watching another movie voted for by my patrons. This one is The Prestige. Now, as with pretty much every movie I watch on this channel, I don't tend to look up anything about it. I don't want to be spoiled in any way. So I'm going into this one pretty blind. I know it's directed by Christopher Nolan, who also directed Interstellar and Inception, I believe, both of which are on the channel. Not sure if I've watched anything else by him, to be honest, but I loved both of those films, so yeah, I think probably the best thing to do is to jump in and find out what it's all about. Before I do though, I did just want to quickly mention that if you are into full-length reactions or you want to get early access to edited videos, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. Over there you'll find everything I've got on the channel, and it does allow you to vote in the movie polls I put up, so if that's something that interests you, go check it out. And obviously, if you've got any movie suggestions for me to go into those polls, then do pop them in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new stuff to react to. So yeah, with all that said, let's jump into this. This is my reaction to The Prestige. I'm hoping this is just really quiet at the beginning, because I can't hear anything. Oh, hello. If there's a sudden big noise, I'm gonna shit myself. I don't think I've got any volume.
Are you watching closely?
Okay, no, I have. Oh! Michael Caine.
The first part is called The Pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary. A deck of cards, a bird, or a man.
Okay, there he is.
Did you think you're going? Oh, the bloody axe, you fool!
Okay, magicians. Blind man.
The magician takes the ordinary something.
That doesn't look very ordinary.
Want to be fooled.
Oh.
But you wouldn't clap yet. Making something disappear isn't enough. You have to bring it back. That's why every magic trick has a third act. The part we call The Prestige.
Oh, okay, The Prestige. Why is he drowning?
Get to that final part of his trick that night?
No, sir. Something went wrong.
Oh.
Making their way below stage, I followed them. It was Borden.
Oh, okay, we're having a trial.
Was this water-filled tank part of Mr. Angier's illusion?
No, it was the tank was brought on for the first trick and then taken off stage. Borden must have placed it under the trapdoor.
Oh, okay.
The real transported man is one of the most sought-after illusions in this business. I have the right to sell it on. If I reveal the method here, then the trick is worthless.
Interesting. Okay, so Matey's on trial for killing thingy. I'm so bad with names.
My idea, sir. The warden saw his show in Manchester last year where he vanished into thin air. He's convinced he'll try and escape.
Oh, so is he a magician as well? That would make sense because he said he was part of the act, didn't he?
I represent Lord Cordlow, an accomplished amateur magician. Lord Cordlow is interested in...
How much for my tricks?
£5,000.
Well, I won't forgive myself for selling my greatest trick.
Even for your daughter.
Oh, was that his daughter?
Your daughter is going to need looking after.
Yeah, Fallon will take care of her.
The girl is to be removed from his care. No, the girl will be an orphan. I'm offering you a way to wrap up your affairs with dignity. And I'm offering your daughter a future. I'd like you to have this as a show of good faith. Thought it might be of interest. It's Robert Angier's diary. I want your secret, Mr. Borden. Consider your daughter...
Search for answers. It'll take much longer to unravel the rest of Borden's secrets.
Oh.
See, the cipher in his notebook is unlocked by a single word, but It'll still take months to translate his writing.
So this book is Borden's, who's the guy that's in prison. So we're getting the history then of what happened, or like what led up to this point, I'm taking it.
Mr. Angier, welcome to Colorado Springs.
Looks cold.
The whole town has electricity.
Danger. Extreme danger. Ow! Okay, that's electricity.
How many of you newspaper writers can't read my sign?
Hello?
Not the welcome I was expecting.
Oh! Is that thingy? It is.
I'm Allie.
Ali.
Sorry about the fence. People keep interfering with our work.
I've come to see Tesla.
Why?
He made a machine for a colleague of mine. Can you get me a meeting with him?
Impossible, I'm afraid.
I'll be staying at the hotel. Indefinitely.
Borden's journal entry for April 3rd, 1897 describes a show at the Orpheum Theater. That was just days after he first met me.
Two young men who never intended to hurt anyone.
Which of you brave souls is with?
God, this is jumping all over the place, isn't it?
If you would tie her wrists, bind her feet.
So this is when they first met then, is it?
Are either of you two gentlemen sailors, no?
Or shortly after they met. Oh god, why do we need an axe? No, thank you.
He's squandering the goodwill of the audience with his tired, second-rate tricks.
They're all favourites, please.
Favourites? Come on, give me something fresh. He won't even try a bloody bullet catch.
A bullet catch is suicide. All it takes is some smart-ass volunteer to put a button in the barrel.
Okay, so they weren't pulled out of the audience. They were... Yeah, okay.
I suppose you have such a trick, Mr. Borden.
Actually, I do.
Would you care to sell it to me?
No?
If you want to see what it takes to make real magic, go to the Tenley. There's a Chinaman there, and he really has what it takes.
Which is? 10 minutes on... It's the wrong knot. Like I said, the Langford double will hold tighter.
The Langford double isn't a wet knot. It's too dangerous. If the rope swells up, she won't be...
I can slip a Langford underwater.
She can slip it. We can practice.
Hey, Borden, he said no.
Yeah, see, that would not be something I would want to do.
If I can see you kissing your wife's leg every night, so can the blokes at the ends of row 3 and 4.
Okay, so they're married. So they're here to try and figure out how he's doing certain tricks. That one.
This is the trick. This is the performance.
Okay.
Total devotion to his art. Utter self-sacrifice. You know?
You can barely lift this thing. It's not even filled with water.
Right.
Or fish. Look.
So he's trying to figure out how he can move it with water in it and a fish.
He's been pretending to be a cripple for years.
Any time he goes out. It's unthinkable. Borden saw it at once, but...
I've thought of a name for you.
Oh.
The Great Danton. Don't you like it? But it's sophisticated.
It's French.
Borden writes as if no one but he understood the true nature of magic.
Borden is Christian Bale's character.
But what does he know of self-sacrifice?
You bloody fool.
see? He's all right. He's fine. Look at him.
But where's his brother?
He's a sharp lead, your son.
He's my nephew.
Ah. You're the lucky one today.
Oh, Jesus, Pluck. Did he... Oh. Okay. He did actually kill it.
Are you watching closely? The secret impresses no one. The trick you use it for is everything.
Hello. Thank you for lunch, Mr. Borden.
You're welcome. Alfred. It's Alfred.
Alfred.
I'll use a cup of tea.
I scandalised the landlord.
Is that enough to keep me out?
So I'll see you again.
Milk and sugar?
What the f***?
This is the tank Angier drowned in? A standard magical apparatus for escapes?
Yeah, with one important difference. This isn't a trick lock. It's been swished. See, this water tank was of particular significance to these two men. Really awful significance.
Oh God, what?
Which of you brave souls is with? If you would tie her wrists,
Right.
bind her feet.
Oh, he's doing the knot. Oh God. He's doing the knot he suggested, and she said she could get out of. She's gonna drown, isn't she? Because he said not to do the knot because it wasn't a... whatever it was he said. Shit.
Julia!
Shit.
He said it was like going home. What do you want, Bolden?
I'm sorry for your loss, Angie.
They would have seen the knot, wouldn't they?
Which knot did he tie?
I'm sorry, I just don't know.
You don't know? You don't know? You don't know?
You're...
Having a baby.
Oh my God. We should have told Fallon. That is great. We're having a baby. Oh, come here. Run-of-the-mill daring spectacular bullet catch.
Bullet catch?
Yeah, but it's safe. Shoot me.
No, thank you.
Shoot you?
Go on, shoot me. No, not there. Shoot me here. Don't... Oh! How's that?
That's very good.
Hold out your hand. The bullet is not even in the gun when the charge is fired.
Right, okay. I guess if they get a member of the audience to fire the weapon,
I love you.
Not today.
or somebody that's got a grudge.
Sometimes it's not true, and today you don't mean it. I like being able to tell the difference. It makes the days it is true mean something.
Okay, he's not doing so well then.
Are you man enough
god. Did he just put a bullet in there?
Which knot did you tie, Borden?
I don't know.
Why's everybody just laughing?
That I have fought with myself over that night.
Does he
One
not
half of
know?
me swearing blind that I tied a simple slip knot. The other half convinced that I tied the Langford double. I could never know for sure.
How can he not know?
Yeah, how can he not know?
We should see about an assistant.
I've made some arrangements. Have you settled on a name?
The Great Danton.
It's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
No, it's sophisticated. Anyway, I don't want to kill doves.
Then stay off the stage. You've got to get your hands dirty if you're going to achieve the impossible.
Oh, hello. God, this is a contraption. This is quite intricate, isn't it?
You best not be intending to hurt this animal, Mr. Angier.
1, 2, 3. Go. And the best part is...
Oh. Interesting. So they're not killing the doves.
Fingers crossed.
I'll have the champagne ready.
I'm really enjoying this.
2 volunteers, please. A lady and a gentleman.
Right, because it's usually covered.
Madam, if you place one hand on the back of the cage, one hand on the front. Thank you. Sir, one hand on the bottom of the cage, one hand on the top.
Oh god. Hello. Oh.
Should have spotted him. So what's the climax of our show?
Show? You don't have a show.
Oh.
Not butcher birds and break my customers' fingers.
If we can come up with a new trick, change the name of the act.
The name stays.
Right, well then the new trick's gonna have to be irresistible then.
Tesla built one for another magician.
Well, why would you want the same thing?
Call it a professional rivalry. I understand discretion. I just want the machine.
Finish your drink.
We saw the electricity at the beginning, didn't we?
We do our tests when the townspeople are asleep. Mr. Tesla doesn't want to scare anyone.
Oh god.
Where are the wires?
Exactly.
I'll send word for you in a few days, Mr. Angier.
Magic.
So this guy somehow got hold of the other guy, Borden's diary, which has presumably got this one big trick in it. So is it that trick he was doing at the very beginning of the film when he died, when he fell into the water tank? But there's a few different timelines going on, I think. Or maybe there isn't. I don't know. Actually, I think we might have caught up with ourselves now. For the most part. Actually, I don't think there is. I think there's only one timeline. It's fine. I basically know what's going on, so...
I love you.
You see, today it's true.
I saw happiness. Happiness that should have been mine. I was wrong. The family life that he craves, one minute he rails against the next. His wife and child tormented by his fickle and contradictory nature.
Maybe that's why he, like, really cannot remember which knot he tied.
I don't know.
Everybody needs a name. They're taking her away. To the workhouse.
Shit.
Tell her as I reconsidered. Take it. Go on, take it.
Can't you undo real locks, Professor?
Maybe a magic word or two, and then I'll be gone.
Oops.
How do you get so famous then, eh?
Oh, wow.
It's perfectly safe.
Doesn't sound it, really, does it? Let's be honest. Or look.
Oh, this is the great Denton.
Oh my god.
Nothing is impossible, Mr. Angier. What you want is simply expensive. Have you considered the cost?
I'm not sure I follow.
Go home. Forget this thing. I can recognize an obsession.
If you understand an obsession, then you know you won't change my mind.
So be it.
You're going to do something to that man, aren't you? If Borden thinks things are even between you two.
Even? My wife for a couple of these fingers?
He has a family now.
I'm alone, and no theater will touch me.
Us. You're going to need a better disguise.
Yeah, it is becoming a bit of an obsession, isn't it?
Magic.
He had a new trick.
Oh, is this the one? Is this what puts him on the path of...
It was the greatest magic trick I've ever seen.
Okay, yes.
Did they applaud when you saw it?
The trick was too good. It was too simple.
The audience hardly had time to...
He's a dreadful magician.
No, he's a wonderful magician. He's a dreadful showman. He doesn't know how to dress it up, how to sell the trick.
How does he do it?
He uses a double.
No. It's too simple. This is a complex illusion. He doesn't know how to sell his trick to an audience, but I do. The man stole my life. I'm gonna steal his trick.
Right, okay. This is what he's gone to Tesla for, then I'm taking it.
Mr. Katzer, Mr. Angier, I'd like you to meet Gerald Root.
Would you like for me to tell you a little joke?
Yes? Are you laughing now?
Whoa.
Take a piss.
But if he's mine,
Of course he is. He's an out-of-work actor.
When I get done with him, he could be your brother.
Couldn't you have found a softer one? So if you come down through there, does Root go up through there?
Yep.
Borden's trick is getting noticed.
Ready to meet yourself, Mr. Angier?
Yeah, this is getting a little bit...
Have you thought what we should call the trick?
there's no point being coy. Borden calls his trick the transported man.
Oh, the new transported man.
What you're about to see.
I'm not speaking very much, I'm just... Okay, that was very good, because they're not doing it in an enclosed space. They're using the door. Is this what he was doing when he fell into the tank at the beginning?
The manager says he's never seen a reaction like it.
Well, at least he got to see it. I spent the ovation hiding under the stage.
No one cares about the man who disappears, the man...
Maybe we could switch before the trick. That way I can be the prestige and Root ends up below stage.
No, the anticipation of the trick is everything.
What's wrong? Is he your wife?
It's a trick. It isn't good enough. I need to know how he does it. I need you to go and work for him.
Oh god.
You'll be my spy.
We just got our start. Now you want me to leave?
That's how we advance. Think a little bit.
He knows I work for you.
Exactly why he'll want to hire you. He'll want my secret. You're gonna tell him the truth.
Because he doesn't know anything that he hasn't got any secrets to tell, really, because he's using a double.
You must be curious to see what so much money has bought you, Mr. Angelo. Your head.
He just fried the hat.
It would be best if you left us to it.
Is there a problem, Mr. Tesla?
No. Come back next week.
I wouldn't want to stand in that if that's what he's intending.
My name is Olivia Willis.
Yeah, I know who you are. You here to steal the rest of my show?
No, I'm here to give your show what it's missing.
Yeah? What might that be?
Me. I know you've no reason to trust me.
Why wouldn't I trust you? I mean, you're only the mistress of my enemy. Why wouldn't I trust you?
I'm going to tell you the truth. I am here because he sent me here. He wants me to come and work for you and steal your secret.
What was he need my secret for?
Okay, that was unexpected.
And tell me, Olivia, does he enjoy taking his bows under the stage?
No, it's killing him. He's obsessed with discovering your methods. He thinks of nothing else. He takes no pleasure in our success, and I've had enough. There is no future with him. He sent me here to steal your secrets, but I've actually come to offer you his.
This is the truth.
You're late and more drunk than usual. Now get down below stairs right away.
No. No, we need to have a little chat. Root. He's realised he can make demands. Well, he's blackmailing us? I was surprised, to tell you the truth. It usually takes him a lot longer.
What makes no difference?
You've got to stop doing the trick.
Stop the trick.
They said you were the premier stage performer in London.
Well, what's your point?
You climbed too high to get away with professional embarrassment.
Yeah.
He's paying whatever he wants for now. We keep doing the trick until Borden opens, and then we'll phase it out.
Cutter was always surprised how fast Root turned bad.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff I'm missing in this. Like, nothing huge, I don't think, so far. But I feel like this is going to be a good movie to rewatch and pick up details that you missed first time.
And who are you? I am a humble admirer and a fellow practitioner.
Oh.
Oh, if you insist. I'm only doing one show, but to be frank, my people pretty much run things these days. Get up there!
But I had a similar trick. I used a double.
Very good. Well,
What I didn't count on was that when I incorporated this bloke, he had complete power over me.
Right, it's him that did it. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for the warning.
What you're about to see is considered safe.
Oh. Oh, shit.
The Great Danton. Too much magic for my stage at the Pantages across the street. Pardon my intrusion!
Do you think it was her?
You weren't expecting me?
I was expecting you soon, and your message said afternoon.
Well, it takes a bit for me to get around these days. He's taken everything from me.
What do you mean? You sent me...
I sent you to steal his secret, not to improve his act. Then how does he do it?
Cuts was right. He uses a double.
Cool.
His makeup, glasses, wigs. We don't use any of it for the show.
He leaves those things lying around to make you think he's using a double.
All the time. He doesn't know when I'm looking.
All the time! He lives his act, don't you see?
Like the old man did at the beginning.
His notebook.
You stole it?
Borrowed it for tonight. I thought you could translate some of it. Now I know.
Even with a keyword, it would take months to decode.
This is his diary. All of his secrets are right here in my hands.
It won't bring your wife back.
I don't care about my wife, I care about his secret.
There it is.
I'll go to his workshop and stage a break-in.
No, you took it.
Yes, me. Not you.
I have fallen in love with him.
Oh dear.
Then I know how hard this has been for you.
Her English accent is very good, by the way. Ow!
All right?
It's very strange.
I'm impressed. You're finally getting your hands dirty. Got a good trick cost, Angier.
Write down your method, Mr. Borden. Describe it in full. I want the whole method, not the keyword.
I don't even know if you... The keyword is a method. Alive! How fast can you dig?
Jesus Christ.
Balloon!
This does seem to be going a little bit too far, doesn't it, to be honest? Burying each other alive and shooting each other and stuff.
Well, let's find out then, shall we?
What does it mean?
Tesla.
Obsession is a young man's game. I can't follow you any further in it.
Hello, darling.
I didn't know we were going to be joined for dinner.
Absolutely. We are celebrating.
Oh.
No, I think my husband's had quite enough.
No, pour the champagne. Come on, pour the...
Perhaps it would be better.
Perhaps, Mr. Fallon, you might escort Miss Wen to come home. Or I see no reason why the two of you should have to suffer as well.
Good night, Mrs. Borden. Good night, Freddie.
Why are you being like this, Alfred?
I had a terrible ordeal today. I thought that something very precious had been lost.
No, Alfred, stop. This isn't you. Stop performing.
His assistant came to us with a proposition. Obviously, Angier sent her.
He sent me here to steal your secrets, but I've actually come to offer you his.
I love that we're seeing this, like...
No, that's what he told me to tell you, the truth. Is that I loved him, and he sent me to you like he would send a stagehand to pick up his shirts. I hate him.
I can spot Angie's methods from the back of the theatre.
You may know how he does his tricks, but you can't understand why no one can see that yours are better. This makes you unique. Shows the audience you aren't using a double. You mustn't hide it. You must display it proudly. You can be so much more than he is, and I can show you how.
I think she's telling the truth. I think we cannot trust her, but I love her. To open myself to such a relationship, I need assurances of fidelity. She must help me rid ourselves of Angier.
Oh God.
Today, Olivia proves her love for me to you, Angier. She gave you this notebook at my request.
Oh,
and yes, Tesla is merely the key to my diary, not to my trick. Goodbye, Angier.
Oh dear. Oh, this is bad.
Tesla never made the machine like the one I asked for.
The machine simply does not operate as expected. It requires further examination.
So where did my top hat go?
Nowhere. Tried the damn thing a dozen times.
You need to try different material. It may provoke a different result.
Do we have to?
Well, I hope that whatever you were really doing with my money was more worthwhile, Mr. Tesla.
What's wrong with the cat? There's going to be something wrong with the cat. It's made another cat. Made more hats.
LA!
So the machine was working?
I never bothered to check the calibration because the hand never moved.
These things never quite work as you expect them to, Mr.
No.
I'll need a couple of weeks to iron out the problems with the machine. We'll send word when it's ready. Don't forget your hat.
Which one?
Well, which one is mine?
They're all your hats, Mr. Angier.
God.
Sarah, what are you doing?
Each of us have our voices.
The only competition for my affections is our little girl. I love you.
You mean it today?
Absolutely.
Is he like...
What is it, Freddie?
It's nothing. It's just, this sometimes it seems wrong.
Is he schizophrenic? Because that would explain how he's like so...
You trust me? Then trust Fallon. He protects the things that I care about.
Because this time that wouldn't have been a known thing, would it? Probably. Back in the 1800s. Oh God.
Mr. Angier, I didn't think it was necessary to tell Edison's man about the box.
What box?
Oh, this is the Tesla box.
Ali has written you a thorough set of instructions. I add only one suggestion on using the machine.
Don't.
Destroy it. Such a thing will bring you only misery.
Today I tested the machine, taking precautions.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't seem sensible.
I must leave you, Borden. Yes, you, Borden. Sitting there in your cell.
Oh,
reading my diary, awaiting your death for my murder.
I have goosebumps. He did the same thing. He...
Angier's journal, that gesture of good faith, that's a fake.
The provenance of the journal is clear and under no doubt, and it's written in Angier's own hand, of which we have numerous examples.
So, my tricks.
Lord Cordler will be very pleased indeed.
No, he won't. Because they're not complete.
Not the Prestige.
These are worthless.
Yeah. You get the rest of it when you bring my daughter here. I want to say goodbye.
Shit, so he set him up.
Olivia means nothing.
Olivia!
I need an assistant.
I'll tell her I know what
You tell her what?
I know what you really are, Alfred.
Sarah, shut up. Sarah, shut up! I don't want to hear it anymore!
Jesus. That's... They've literally just torn each other's lives apart.
Good rehearsal space. Line stagehands, I like it.
It's my last show. A limited engagement.
Your last show?
I'm almost done. There's one thing left. The real transported man.
What sort of book are you after?
The sort the Borden can't ignore.
Very pretty.
Ooh.
He simply disappears? That's not a trick. But he has to come back. There has to be
A prestige?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's very rare to see real magic. It's been many years since I've seen
Are you interested in helping us?
But you'll have to dress it up a little.
Yeah, I can't seem to...
Give them enough reason to doubt it.
You haven't spoken about her, Freddie, not once. She was a part of your life. She said she wanted to meet me. She had something to tell me about you. I was such a coward, I couldn't bring myself to face her. What would she have said?
I never loved Sarah.
You could be in some other restaurant with some other woman right now, talking about me that way. It's inhuman to be so cold. He's back after 2 years. He's got a new trick. They're saying it's the best London's ever seen. You should go to him. Deserve each other.
Yeah, they really do, don't they? Please tell me he's not duplicating himself. Definitely a showman, isn't he, like they said?
What you're about to witness is not magic, it's purely science.
If I was in that theatre, I would... I don't know... I'd be a little bit concerned that that was going to catch fire or something. Okay. I saw the trapdoor at the bottom. Was that to throw people off, to make it, like, slightly believable? Or unbelievable? But how would he get up there?
He's a no-talent magician, and they're calling him the bloody best in England. Why? 50 yards in a second. He uses a trapdoor. Ah, brilliant. What is going on under that stage? Why can't you outthink him?
Excuse me? You're the magician.
They do this every night, after each performance.
What is that? I've just had a really horrible thought, and I hope it's not true.
We're done.
No, it can't be.
Let him have his trick. I don't need his secret. So, don't go back there. You leave him alone. Both of us, just leave him alone.
My immediate thought, which is probably ridiculous, is he's duplicating himself.
I don't want you backstage on this one.
Dropping the duplicate into the tank. And drowning them and then getting rid of the evidence at the end of the night. That seems a little bit extreme. Because it'd have to be the duplicate on the stage and then him up at the...
Yeah, where do you think I'm part of the bloody action, fool!
Oh shit. Oh shit, is that what I saw at the end? Of course, I forgot what I saw at the end. At the beginning even, not the end. The duplicate is drowning. So he didn't die. But he did it, he used it to frame him. I've got goosebumps, my god. Yeah. And then he just doesn't come back up at the other side.
Hey! Where's the bloody key?
Because it's beautiful, isn't it? Because he then has to live through what he lived through with his wife. Like watching her drown. It's kind of poetic. Yeah, they're gonna... Of course they would blame him. Why would they not blame him? And yet it's not him. Shit.
You have been found guilty of the murder of Robert Andrew. You will be hanged by the neck until dead.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid Lord Cordler was adamant about purchasing this particular item.
Do you think I could talk to Lord Cordlow?
Is Lord Cordlow him? Angier?
Got a visitor. Lord Coldlow.
It's gonna be him? Oh, we're not seeing his head, of course we're not.
Hello, my love. How are you?
You must be Lord Cowdlow.
Cordlow. Yes, I am.
I always have been.
Wow.
Flat here with all those chains, Alfred. Well, don't they know you can't escape without your little rubber ball? All I wanted to do was prove that I was a better magician. But you wouldn't leave me alone.
You're not afraid to get your hands dirty anymore, are you?
No, not anymore. Because no one cares about the man in the box, the man who disappears.
Yeah, this is my little girl's life. And you dare put her in the middle of this.
Well, she'll be looked after. Goodbye, Professor. Come on, darling.
No.
Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah. That's what you're after.
You always were the better magician. But whatever your secret was, mine is better.
I love you.
Come on.
I love you, Jess.
They're gonna bloody hurt me! You can put a stop to this now!
He doesn't know he's alive, does he?
Dear God.
Hello, Cutter.
You're still alive. I've seen her before. I saw her in court with Fallon.
Well, she needs looking after.
She needs her father.
I'm going to make sure that machine is never used again.
Where do you want me to deliver it?
My theatre. I tried not to involve you.
I mean, I suppose he did say he didn't want him backstage, didn't he? Jesus Christ.
You're right, I should have left him with his damn trip. You go live your life in full now, all right? You live for both of us.
I have huge goosebumps.
Are you watching closely?
Oh God. Is he going to get out of this? Or is he already duplicated himself and this is the one that's in prison?
Take a minute to consider your achievement. I once told you about a sailor who described drowning to me.
As he said it was like going home.
I was lying. He said it was agony.
Right, he's telling him that because that's what he did to his duplicate person.
Alfred Borden, this day in the name of the King and the High Court of England. You will meet your end.
No one cares about the man in the box.
I have goosebumps again and I don't know why.
Do you have anything to say?
Shit. Fingers.
Between
Excuse me. Fallon.
We were both Fallon.
Oh my God.
Were you the one who went into the box? Or the one who came back out?
He was both.
The trick is where we would swap.
Cutter knew, but I told him it was too simple, it was too easy.
He did know. And that's why some days he loved his wife and some days he didn't. Oh God. Oh no.
Don't understand how it can be bluesy again.
What about Olivia and her wife? We each loved one of them.
Oh, of course.
We each had half of a full life. She sacrificed Robert. That's the price of a good trick. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? It takes nothing to steal another man's work. It takes everything.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm not.
So that was the first time he did it.
Not knowing if I'd be the man in the box
Oh, good grief.
or in the prestige.
You did terrible things. And all for nothing.
You never understood why we did this. You really don't know.
Every magic trick consists of 3 parts, or acts.
I still have goosebumps, Jesus Christ.
Part is called the pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary.
They basically told us what happens at the beginning. Oh, these are all the tanks with all of the... Oh my god.
But you won't find it because, of course, you're not really looking. You don't really want to work it out. You want to be fooled.
God almighty. I have goosebumps again. Jesus. Wow. Okay, that was really good. That was really, really good. The twist. F***ing hell. That is, like, on so many levels. I love that film so much. Just, I love films with a twist anyway. Like, with a proper twist. And I felt like that had almost 2 of them. Just the fact that it showed us exactly what would happen at the end, at the beginning, when Michael Caine was showing that magic trick to Sarah. No, not Sarah, the daughter. As I'm sure that there's going to be so many... I mean, now, is that... Oh. I'm going to have to rewatch that. Just because I want to see, like, Fallon and Borden. Because I didn't pay any attention to Fallon throughout the entire movie. I knew he was there. You kept sort of seeing him. But he felt like very much a side character, which I guess is the point. He wasn't noticeable. Or at least I didn't notice him. He was just there. But he was there the whole time. Throughout his entire life. Or not his entire life, but like the life that we saw, like every stage that we saw during the movie. He was always there. That's really clever actually, isn't it? Because he, like he said, he really committed to it. And again, they gave us the hint when, at the very beginning of the movie, when they were both looking at that fishbowl trick and they were trying to figure it out. And Borden said that the guy was faking, like being old, or at least being quite as old as he appeared. And that he had like really committed his entire life to it, to be able to pull off that one trick. And that's exactly what he did. Because if he just appeared on the scene wanting to be a magician and had launched straight into that Transporter Man trick, then everybody would have been immediately like, he must have a twin. But the fact that he's lived as a single person for so long, which was clearly deliberate to establish himself as not a twin to everybody, even his f***ing wife. Because if somebody then suggests that he must have a twin, then you'd be like, no, he doesn't, because we've known him for 10 years and he's always just been him. That's very clever. I'm really... Oh, I love that. And also the fact, it was just really good the whole way through, like how they just kept jabbing at each other. Like with the diary, like Angier obviously gave Borden the diary and knew that he was setting him up, but so did it also happen the other way around earlier on. And I guess, like at the end there with what Angier was doing with the duplicates, which is horrific, by the way. I mean, he did say he didn't know if it would be him that got transported or not. He didn't know where he would end up as to which version of him would die. But it's just so messed up. But he also almost took the easy route out. He killed more people. I mean, not that Borden actually killed anybody, technically. But his obsession drove him. It's funny, because like, for the entire film, I was thinking that Angier was the better magician. I was going to say musician then. Magician. And I don't know why, but he felt like he had his shit together more somehow. And I suppose, like, what Borden did at the beginning when he tied the knot on the woman who died, you kind of learn, or at least in my head, I kind of thought, oh, he's a bit not very trustworthy and kind of, I don't know. It just painted Angier as being in the right for most of the time. And it's quite interesting to discover that through his obsession with constantly wanting to be better, he went to those lengths of killing all those duplicates of himself, or clones, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, I know it's not technically clone, but you know what I mean. It's horrific. It's really horrific. I'm going to be thinking about this for ages now. That was really, really good. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, but as I said earlier, if you do have any movie recommendations for me, then do leave them in the comments below. I will add them to my list, which then get voted for over on Patreon. So it's definitely worthwhile doing that if you've got something in mind for me to react to. But with all that said, if you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.